any excuse I have to talk about this particular film, I will take the chance to do so. I am here to give 5 reasons why Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives is the best Friday the 13th movie of all time. Am I biased because it's my favorite Friday the 13th movie? Am I biased because it's the first Friday the 13th movie I ever saw? Who knows? But I have 5 reasons separate from that. Starting the list off at number 5, the kills. Sure, every Friday the 13th movie technically can probably have examples of great kills, memorable kills, kills that make you think, holy fuck. And I'm not saying that this movie has the best kills of the franchise, but it has some damn good kills, memorable kills. I'm talking about at the very beginning, Tommy Jarvis's best friend who gets his heart ripped out from a newly resurrected Jason. Or how about one of the camp counselors who's having sex with his girlfriend in that van, only for Jason to not only kill her in a very unique and creative way, but after killing him while he's driving, the car flips over and has that epic shot of Jason standing on it while it's on fire. All practical, mind you. Or how about the sheriff getting his back completely snapped in half? Or the other poor camp counselor girl who gets her head ripped off? Or the other girl who we don't even see what happens to her. We just see her room covered in blood, the aftermath of it. At number 4, the fun tone. I know not maybe everybody loves the fact that this movie is a little sillier, but I enjoy the fact that we are 6 movies in, and the writers and the director knows that we need to start having fun with the series. We probably shouldn't take it so self-serious at this point. Now, is it almost parody? Sure, you have at the beginning the whole James Bond intro, or just how many times where characters kind of poke fun at some of the tropes that happen in the series. But I like the fact that we know what this is. I like the fact that we've done this 5 or 6 times now. So let's bring some energy to it. Let's have a random scene where a bunch of characters are shooting paintballs at each other, and then Jason just cuts 3 characters' heads off all at once. Or how about when you have the 2 young kids, who you don't get young kids as characters in a Friday the 13th movie that are potentially in danger, but one jokes to the other, what were you going to be when you were going to grow up? This knows what it's doing. Number 3, a very likable supporting cast. Most of the Friday the 13th movies might have one character that you like, or might have a main character that you're rooting for that you don't want to die. But this movie, I would argue a lot of these characters, if not all of them, are likable, are not assholes, and are people that, even if they don't agree, even the characters that don't believe Tommy Jarvis, it actually makes sense when he's going around saying that Jason's been resurrected. Who is going to believe that? Even the sheriff. It's like, normally I would say fuck that dude, but no, I get why he doesn't want his daughter hanging around this guy. I get why, with Tommy's history, why he doesn't believe him either. And so the whole idea that they're trying to keep the history of what happened with the killings as well, they changed the name of the woods, all of this makes a lot of sense. Number 2, Tommy Jarvis himself. Now, this is the 3rd time that Tommy Jarvis has been in a Friday the 13th movie, and it's the 3rd different actor that's played this character. And I know some people might have a soft spot for Corey Feldman playing this character in Part 4, and I quite like him as well. But given what we got in Part 5, I don't even blame that actor. I just think they were going in a very weird direction with the Tommy character. I don't personally like the idea of him taking up the mantle, taking the mask, and becoming the killer himself. I like that they steered away from that, whether it was fan feedback or just themselves saying, yeah, this sucks. And they took Tommy into a Yeah, maybe he's a little disturbed. Yeah, maybe he grew up to be screwed up over what he saw when he was a child. Understandable. But also, in him trying to make sure definitively that Jason was dead, he accidentally resurrects him, Frankenstein monster like, and I like that it's his responsibility now, right? He is consumed with the fact that he fucked up. He's responsible for everyone that dies now going forward, and he spends this whole movie, even if it's going to kill him, to try to stop Jason if he can. My number one reason, though, for why I think this is the best Friday the 13th movie is because this is the first film that has Jason as a zombie. And sure, it takes the franchise in a completely weird direction, in a supernatural direction, and maybe people prefer when Jason was alive and when he was running, because sure, that's a little scarier in its own right, but when the general public, when you think of Jason and the look of Jason, like the most iconic looks of Jason, what do you think of? Be honest. You think of him as a zombie. You think of the undead version of Jason that went on to be in more movies undead than he was alive. And so I think him in this form is the more iconic version of Jason. I think this set the standard for where the character is sort of looked at from what you want from Jason going forward. The fact that he is impervious to a normal bullet or to any other way that he can be killed. I like that the movie tries to create a more symbolic way to defeat him in the same lake where he drowned. It's not that he's afraid of the goddamn water. It's more of Tommy trying to outsmart him and trap him down there. That scene of the ring of fire around the water was absolutely awesome. But just Jason as a zombie, I will forever argue that it is the best version of the character. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of my 5 reasons why Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives is the best and perfect Friday the 13th movie. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What's your favorite Friday the 13th film? Like, comment, subscribe. Later!